seeking some advice, counsel. My question is, how do I stop missing someone who broke up with me back in November? How do you get over somebody who broke up with you? You have a track playing in your head of their face, of their body, of their voice. You can replace that track. For instance, this is a good thing to do. If you remember when you were a kid and you scraped your knee, your mother or father put a Band-Aid on your knee. They cleaned the scrape, put a Band-Aid on it. Within 1 or 2 days, what were you doing? You were looking under the Band-Aid to see what the scar looked like, to see if it still hurt. And what would your parents say? They would say, leave it alone. It's not going to heal if you keep fussing with it. Our hearts are the same way. Every now and then we look at old pictures, we watch videos of the other person that we broke up with, and this goes for male or female. To, number one, see how it's healing, we're curious, and two, to see if it still hurts. So I will be that parent that says, stop fussing with it. Let it heal. Give it time to heal. There will be a scar. There will be something there that shows your history. And there are people who go their entire lives having 2 to 6 month to 1.5 year relationships all strung together their entire life, and they're just loaded with scars. What you don't want to do is say, screw it, I'm done with women. Many guys do that, and that's called men going their own way. Many times you need to kind of go your own way to heal. I like to say that is a mode. It's a tool that you use. It's not a lifestyle. If you need to get away, then do it. And be by yourself and do your own thing. That's cool. I tend to lean towards the theory of replace that person rather quickly to get your mind off of the other person. That doesn't mean have wild escapades with a new person. Think about it. But can you offer a whole person to someone else? Someone asked me that question. I said, I don't care. It doesn't matter. If I'm dating somebody or seeing somebody, I'm doing it for me, not for them. And they should be doing it for themselves. It's not as dog eat dog as you might think. No one dates out of mercy or consideration for the other. That grows in time. But I would say, if you're 20 years old and you can't get over someone who you broke up with, they broke up with you in November. Here we are at the end of January, so it's been a couple months. Yes, it's hard. It's difficult. But what you don't want to do is put all your chips on one person when you're young. You don't want to do that. You want to see multiple people and spread out the care, concern, consideration. If one leaves, you still have others to fall back on, or they're not solely occupying your time, your thoughts, your heart. So how you heal is up to you. One of the best ways for a young man to heal would be to enjoy the company of other women. For an older guy like myself, I'm not so sure that that's the method that I would use anymore. When I was a young man, there's a thing that we like to call one-itis, where I can't live without her. She's my only reason to wake up in the morning. Let me have a sip of coffee here. What you don't want to do is, it sounds like she was your everything. And it sounds like you might have thought she was the one or was very special. And I get that. I understand that. What I'm not going to do is be like many other... I'm not a dating coach, let me put it that way. But I do comment intelligently on these things. I'm not going to put you down by giving you a label, a title, a diagnosis. I don't know why she split. Some people will say it's because of X. I'm not going to do that. I don't have all the information. And I don't know how deeply you were into her, but I will tell you this. A precaution to take in the beginning of a relationship as a young man or a young woman is this. If you can't live without them when they're gone, guess what? You won't be able to live without them. And it sounds like you have a touch of that flu. What I'd like you to do, and it's your choice, but what I prescribe is to enjoy the company of other women. And it'll be hard at first, but you need to replace the track that's playing in your head that has her voice and her images on it. And I wish you the best, my friend. 2019 is the year that you get unstuck. Or is it? Or is it going to be just another year of wishing and hoping? Wishing and hoping isn't a strategy. 1 year from now, or by the end of this year, you can be completely unrecognizable physically, mentally, skin-wise, hair-wise. Everything about you can be different. But guess what? You're not going to wake up one day being different. It's a process. There has to be an intention there. There has to be a list of things that you accomplished in order to get to that end goal. What are you doing to make yourself the best that you can be, and how is it working for you?